So it is like a Bitcoin is the floppy disk of blockchain, then Ethereum has to be called as the CD of blockchain. It is not just a cryptocurrency, but there are so many smart contracts running on the system of Ethereum. But that is making it really, really slow as well. If the Ethereum killers like EOS and Polkadot gain more security and more speed, then Ethereum will be thrown away immediately. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency. It can be thought of as a smart computer. Now, why is it a smart computer? That is because it can enable smart contracts to run on the network of Ethereum. It provides its network so that various smart contracts can be run utilizing this network of Ethereum, right? So Ethereum and Ether are two different things. Ether is the cryptocurrency which is mined using the technology of Ethereum. So Ether is actually the cryptocurrency which is mined so that the technology or the blockchain using Ethereum can be enhanced and can function well. Unlike Bitcoin, the number of Ether that can be mined is endless. As we know, in the case of Bitcoin, it is restricted to 21 million. So there can only be 21 million Bitcoins available at any point in the future in this world. But that is not the case with Ether. Now, with so many cryptocurrencies coming in the world at this present moment, we need to decide whether we should buy Ethereum today or not. So let's have a look at a few points which tell us why Ethereum is distinct and important and why we should buy it. After that, we'll have a look at a few things which pose threats to the existence of Ethereum, which tell us that Ethereum is not that a good choice right now. And by the end of the video, we will have a concrete answer and we will get to the crux of this matter, whether we should buy Ethereum or not. So let's start. The first point, which is in favor of Ethereum, is that Ethereum has the potential to be the world computer. Now, why do we say that it can become a world computer? Let's say we have to buy a piece of land in some other nation. Now, there is so much of bureaucracy and there are so many rules and which are centralized, and there are so many government regulations which come into play over here. But if Ethereum takes over and it provides smart contracts to both the parties, the person who is buying the land and the person who is selling the land, and they have a smart contract on the network of Ethereum, then all this bureaucracy and all the government charges and the government regulations, all of that go for a toss. Hence, Ethereum can be used by any two parties to form a contract between them. And there is no need of a third party to regularize that particular contract or to authorize that particular contract. Blockchain is a peer-to-peer connecting technology, right? Hence, with the advent of Ethereum, the entire stage of the world will come down to one computer, and each and every contract between two people of the world will be stored in that one computer, which is called as Ethereum. Point number two is that Ethereum will give us tokenization. Now, according to a study done by the World Economic Forum, according to a survey conducted by them, it is predicted that nearly 10% of the world GDP will be stored and transacted on this network of Ethereum. So if we say 10% of the entire GDP of the world, we can assume that it is 10% of each and every nation of the world. So by 2025 or 2027, it is estimated that 10% of the GDP will be there in this smart contract format of Ethereum. Today we have those physical ledgers which is owned by the government. The GDP records and all the financial transactions are recorded by either the RBI here in India or the finance ministry and various other entities which are owned by the government. But if all these contracts start to come on the blockchain, then Ethereum will be the major player by the year 2025. Point number three, Ethereum will have uncensored data on the internet. In today's world, we have apps like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, in which all the content is censored. Twitter has got the authority to delete tweets, Facebook has got the authority to delete posts, right? But when the network of Ethereum is used to develop apps using the smart contracts, which are called as decentralized apps or dApps, that is when we can have uncensorable social media apps and uncensorable networks on the internet, which are not within the reach of any particular entity, and hence it will be a decentralized app, as the name says, and its literal meaning means these apps are decentralized in nature without anyone's control over it. So Ethereum is one of the biggest provider of network on which various decentralized apps can run. So there are so many apps which are running even now on the network of Ethereum, and decentralized finance, that is DeFi, is one of the major area in which Ethereum is providing its network today. Next point, Ethereum is planning to move from proof of work to proof of stake. This transition will happen when Ethereum 2.0 is launched, and that is when there will be an equilibrium between the miner's interests and the user's interest, which will make it really, really easy for all other third party apps to function on the network of Ethereum. So it will be easier as it is now, and it will also enhance the speed of the transactions. Currently, the speed that Ethereum is contributing is around 15 transactions per second, and if you compare that to that of Visa, which is transacting around 25,000 transactions per second. So this is something which Ethereum needs to work on. With that, let's have a look at a few points which tell us that Ethereum is not that a good buy at this particular moment. The first point is Ethereum killers like Polkadot, EOS, and various other networks are posing a great threat for the existence of Ethereum. These networks are promising to be faster and providing more security and more immutable and more censorship resistance as compared to the network of Ethereum. Hence, if Ethereum has to cope up, they need to come up with all the hard forks and changes in the technology very, very quickly. The second point is the security of Ethereum. Now let's look at what happened in the past. In May 2016, when the Ethereum smart contract existed, it was called as the DAO, that is the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. This DAO raised around 150 million in ETH, that is Ether, but at the same time, there was a hacking attempt and it was successful, and DAO lost around 150 million in Ether to this particular hack. Hence, Vitalik Buterin brought in a hard fork on the network of Ethereum, which made the network of Ethereum split into two parts. One was the Ethereum Classic and one was the original Ethereum. Ethereum Classic decided to stick on the original blockchain technology that was followed by Ethereum, and the hard forked technology was used by Ethereum, which then repaid all the lost money back to the company owners. Ethereum 2.0 is on the horizon, wherein the scalability and the sustainability of the system will increase for sure. So this is all about Ethereum. We looked at a few points which are in favor of Ethereum and which are not in the favor of Ethereum as well. Well, as of now, Ethereum is definitely ahead of all the Ethereum killers that we talked about, like EOS, Polkadot, and various other networks. Ethereum is leading as far as the smart contract provider is concerned in the cryptocurrency world or in the world of blockchain. So Ethereum has to be there in your portfolio if you are an avid investor in cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few other coins are definitely going to make it big in the coming future, as we also saw by the report which we just discussed, the report of the World Economic Forum as well. So if you don't have Ethereum in your account yet, you should definitely have it. But is this the right time? to buy Ethereum. We'll have a video on that in the coming days. Please watch that, and then we can come to the conclusion whether this is the right time as far as the price of Ethereum is concerned. If the information discussed here is a value addition to you, then please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment, and show your love in whichever way you feel comfortable with. This helps the YouTube algorithm to know that the viewers are liking this video and this channel, which helps the videos to rank up in the search history. So thank you for watching till the very end, and I will be seeing you again.